Always a good way to start off the day is with a dead battery. It's been a very long day and I'm extremely tired, but the whole time we were now late for the last 4 days, all I could think about was what is wrong with my Evo 10? That bike may just be way too freaking loud, guys. I'm gonna ride it tomorrow and see how bad it really is, but as of right now, holy shit. It literally gives you a headache just starting it up. Alright, so I've already checked over all these fuses again just to make sure we didn't miss anything. All those were good to go. And I keep seeing the comments. I know some people say, Devin, why don't you read the comments? Guys, I read every freaking comment. ETACS, that ECU module under the dash. We're gonna be checking that out tomorrow, but honestly, guys, I'm feeling really sick right now, so I'm gonna end out this video here. If I keep vlogging, I'm gonna put you guys to sleep, so I'll see you in the morning. All right, my friends, let's get back to work on the abandoned Evo 10. Before we get to work, I wanna let you guys know how much I actually really appreciate all of the ideas and the comments down in the comment section below. Guys, I read all of them. I know the last few days have been kind of sporadic because we were in LA and a bunch of weird stuff was going on. I was like recording a video and not uploading it for a few days. So I do read all the comments just because I don't address it in the same exact video or the very next video. Doesn't mean I don't see the comments. So I really appreciate that. If you guys have any other ideas, if we don't get this car fixed by the end of this video, feel free to drop a comment down below and I'll definitely see if that is the issue. So if you are new here, basically what the car is doing is you got to turn on the ignition to start the car. It's got a brand new motor in it. You got to turn it on. The fan kicks on and it acts like it's in reflash mode, I guess you'd call it. And what we've narrowed it down to is the ECU is not getting power. There is a series of wires you check on the connector right here and the ECU is not getting power. So I've seen a bunch of comments down below and today I'm going to kind of run through everything and see what we can figure out. So far I've checked all of the fuses in here. There were a total of 5 blown fuses that we had to replace. I've replaced all of the relays with a different Evo 10 we have here. Ground wire on that harness that is connected, another ground wire over here that is on, starter wire is on, both starter wires are on, alternator wire is on. The comment that got the most likes in the last video is to check the ETACS unit, which is under the dash. So I'm gonna kind of tear apart this, and then I've already checked all the fuses on that unit, but I think there is one relay on there I haven't checked. But just to be sure, I'm gonna run through, make sure everything is good to go once again. All right, so I've checked all the wiring. Everything looks good there. There was 2 relays we swapped out, so let's see if that changes anything at all. Nope, 100% the same, guys. Next thing I want to try is putting in a stock radio. I know the radio has something to do with the canvas system on this car, so it's got an aftermarket radio. I have a stock one laying around. I figured I might as well give it a shot. Nothing. So this guy right here is the fusible link on the car. Basically, power comes in right here through the battery, and then it goes through these pretty gnarly, like 180 amp fuses, or links you'd call it. And then it goes to these 4 wires here, which go to all the harnesses and whatnot. And I thought that I would for surely see one of these blown out because the engine harness caught on fire, but I don't see anything wrong going on there. I may still swap it out with another Evo fusible link, just to be sure, but yeah, everything looks fine there. And then coming over to this guy right here, I don't think I ever swapped out, so I guess we could try swapping that. I don't know exactly which one this is. 40 amp. It shows it's a fan fuse. I've never swapped out all these relays right here, guys. I don't think they have anything to do with like ECU power, but hey, I want this thing fixed, so I'm willing to try anything. I feel like right now I'm just doing pointless stuff that I know isn't going to fix the problem. So what I'm going to do is go read a bunch more comments, try to get some more ideas, and then also try to find like a wiring diagram and a flow chart and try to like diagnose or have like a sheet of things to check and just cross things off as I go, because plugging in headlights and changing radios isn't going to change the issue.
How many grounds are on this engine harness?
There's a total of 5 grounds on the car.
And you never get power to the fuses.
Like no matter what, there's no power there?
Ever. Blue, okay, that's power in.
Alright, so my brother Austin came over, who is very, very smart with the electrical stuff, and we did a bunch of running through the electrical system on this car. I'll kind of briefly explain and show you guys what we found out. So we did a bunch of testing up here and noticed these 3 fuses right here weren't getting power and some of the relays weren't getting power. We traced it all the way back to inside the car. If you come in here, there was one wire that comes out. It's a thick blue wire. Let me see if I can find the plug-in for that. This guy right here. So this thick blue wire, one side was getting power and the other side wasn't. Wow, I'm sitting here editing this video and I realize that makes no sense whatsoever. What I mean is there is a thick blue wire coming into that connector and I think there's a white one going out. I think how it went, I'd have to go check again. The white wire coming in to the ETCAS unit, that has power, and then it runs through the unit, comes back out to the thick blue wire. That blue wire runs out to the fuse box in the engine bay, and that blue wire does not get any power whatsoever. So somewhere in the ETACS unit, we're losing power. So we came outside and checked everything against this Evo 10, and on this car, both sides of that wire were getting power. So basically, going into the ETCAS unit, it was getting power, and then that wire coming back out, which feeds into this fuse box right here, was not getting power. So the relays and fuse weren't getting power, and I believe that relay and those 3 fuses power the ECU. So that kind of explains why the ECU isn't getting power. At least it makes sense in my mind. So I think basically what I need to do from here is I already have the ETCAS unit pulled out of that Evo 10. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a new one. I'm 99% sure it has to be like decoded or recoded to the VIN on that car. Drop a comment down below if you guys are sure on that. You guys have been a complete help and I can't thank you enough for that so far. So drop a comment if you know if the ETCAS unit has to be coded to the VIN. I'm pretty sure it does. I already have it pulled out. I'm gonna order a new one. And someone said they had a recall on those. I'm just trying to figure out why that went bad, because obviously it was working when the motor blew up. Maybe when the harness caught on fire, kind of sparked and grounded some of the wires out and fried the system, or fried that ECU unit. But yeah, I'm kind of glad I made some progress on the car. I'm gonna kind of button this thing up. It's kind of torn apart right now. Some of the relays and whatnot are pulled out. So button this car up, head back in the shop, button up that car. We have a bunch of wiring completely torn apart. There was a recall on a few of these. It was between a certain date or a date period, and I'm not sure if this falls into it. Quite frankly, I don't really care if it's recalled or not. I just want to get it replaced. One more thing to note, of course, I did check over all the wiring, all of the fuses and all of the relays on this guy, and all that was in check. So I'm pretty sure this thing is just fried, which kind of sucks. So I did some reading online and I found the actual recalled notice, and it looks like this ETA, I would say it wrong, ETA CS ECU is one of the ones that was like bad and needed to be recalled. But I did end up finding a new one on eBay, so I went ahead, ordered that one. And the one I found is the new updated version with the correct part number. So I cannot wait to get that in. And I did a little bit more research, and I should be able to reprogram this thing at home by myself with the Tactrix cable and my laptop. So it should be pretty easy. Tomorrow I plan on getting this car back on the ground. We still have to check over all the fluids on the car, drain the gas, put new gas in the car, get it back on the ground. And as soon as the ETA CS blah 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 thing comes in, we should be able to get it on the ground and we should be able to get this thing running. Quick update on Bobby's car. We are still waiting on the rods to come in, all the ARP studs. We're doing like a semi build, not like crazy all out build, but actually it's pretty much the same build as my Evo 10 motor, except for the cams. Now the cams for this car, they actually come in today. So I'm very, very excited for that. It's something we've been waiting for. The only thing holding us back on this car are the cams. We, of course, went with GSC S2s. That's what everybody runs on these cars, and they're like the only billet camshafts made for Evo 10s. So I'm super stoked to get those in. I just have to drop the head off, get it gone through, maybe get some part work done, get the springs installed, new valve seals installed, and then the GSC S2s can go on with our built short block we already have. So this car should be done soon. Bobby's car should be done soon. ETA CS should be in soon for that car, and we should have 4 Evo 10s, or 4 Evos, 3 Evo 10s, 1 Evo 8 up and running at the house, and I'm freaking excited. We haven't really got much in the way of updates on the Evo 8. I know the nose chop is done. The fiberglass rear bumper was having some issues here and there. So yeah, that car should be back hopefully within a week. Peace out, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you tomorrow.